Good morning, students. In my previous video, I discussed few concepts related to statistics, which are variable, frequency, and frequency distribution. That concept, that is a statistical series, that already I have discussed, but today I am repeating it because in today I will discuss it in detail, like what is statistical series and type of statistical series. Okay, first, what is statistical series? Statistical series is simple terms. We can say that the arrangement arrangement of classified data arrangement of classified data in some order some logical order like uh, arrangement of classified data in some logical order is known as statistical series. uh, According these arrangement can be done on the basis of according to or on the basis of time, size, and other measurable and non measurable characteristics. Okay, this is a statistical series. Again, I repeat it. What is a statistical series? Statistical series is the arrangement of classified data in some logical order. Here data will be arranged in some logical order, like how data should be arranged on the basis of time, size, or measurable and non-measurable characteristics. Statistical series are prepared to present the collected or classified data in a properly arranged way. For example, if the data pertaining to the marks of 55 students, suppose marks of 55 students marks of 55 students in a class are put in a systematic way, it is called statistical series. If we arrange the marks of 55 students in a systematic way, it is called statistical series. Now, what kinds of statistical series? How the raw data, can be arranged in a systematic way. There are various bases through which we can arrange these data. So here we discuss about type of or kinds of statistical series. Okay, the first kind is on the basis of characteristics. On the basis of characteristics first on the basis of characteristics, and second on the basis of construction. Means here, student, the raw data can be arranged in systematic way on the basis of characteristics, on the basis of constructions, and on the basis of characteristics again we can arrange data. First one on time series, on the basis of time. Second one is spatial series, and third one is condition series. I will explain it with the help of example each one. Okay, so on the basis of characteristics, time series, spatial series, and condition series. Spatial series means on the basis of geographical location. Now on the basis of construction. Now students, on the basis of construction. First I discuss on the basis of characteristics, time series, spatial series, and condition series. A statistical series classified on the basis of characteristics in three types: time series, spatial series, and condition series. And the second one is on the basis of construction. Here individual series, discrete series and continuous series. You must remember this table. Statistical kinds of statistical series. On the basis of time here means if the different value that the variable has taken in a period of time are arranged in a chronological order, the series is obtained called time series. Here data are arranged or variables as taken in a period of time are arranged in chronological order. Then it is called time series. For example of this is statistic data is present in time unit. For example, population of India. If a data of population of India suppose in 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. These are the variables because these are varies changing varies. So population of India, here if the data is presented population of in the form of time, then that is known as time series, statistical series. Again on the basis of location, suppose data are presented in different state, the population of different state, then that will be the statistical series. And condition series is in the data is classified according to change occurring under different condition. For example, if a condition series example here is suppose student of certain class arranged according to their age, height and weight. Suppose weights, marks also, these are considered as a, here conditions are given on the according to age, according to height, according to weight, then that kind of statistical series is known as condition series. Okay student, now second is on the basis of construction. On the basis of construction series, there are three type of series. First one individual series, then discrete series, then continuous series. So first I will discuss individual series. And now students, on the basis of construction, statistical series are three types. First one is individual, discrete, second is discrete, and third one is continuous series. Again individual series are classified into two categories. First one is unorganized individual series, and second one is organized. Unorganized first one, and second one is organized individual series. Okay, now what is individual series? Now come to the what is individual series. Individual series refer to that series in which items are listed singly. Items are listed singly. That means, what does it mean? It means each item is given a separate value of measurement. Items, what is individual series? Individual series refers to that series in which items are listed singly. That means each item is given a separate value of measurement. For example, like marks of 10 students. Marks of 10 students in class 11 are given individually. Given individually. It will be called individual series. And again, here that is mentioned, individual series are of two types. First one is unorganized, and second one is organized individual series. Now what is unorganized individual series? Unorganized individual series is a unarranged mass of data. Okay, here I am writing unarranged mass of data or raw data. Means data is not arranged. Unarranged mass of data or raw data. And what is raw data? You know very well. Raw data means data in the original form. Okay, when the investigator has collected the data and he has not arranged in a systematic manner, it is called raw data or unorganized data. Okay, for example, marks obtained of 10 students in a classroom. As suppose I have a list of marks of 10 students, and that is written here like this. Like suppose 35, one student got 35, 40, 38, 47, 25, suppose, and another in another on remaining 5, 45, 36, 29, 42, 22. Suppose I have marks of 10 student, and these are the marks. In given data is unorganized, we can say this is unorganized. It is the raw form. Such presentation of data does not give any useful information, and it is rather confusing to the mind. So we need to arrange this data according to the roll number, then that will be called arranged and systematic data. So if there is simply a raw data which are not organized or unarranged, then that kind of data is called, and there is here one more thing is that is listed singly also, then that is called unorganized individual series. Okay, now next is organized individual series. What is organized individual series? Organized individual series is an orderly arrangement of raw data. An orderly arrangement of raw data, then that will be known as organized individual series. An organized individual series may be presented two types or two ways, like according to serial number, or second one is according to magnitude, order of magnitude, according to order of magnitude, means ascending and descending order, ascending and descending orders. Okay, suppose if you talk on according to the serial number, suppose data can be arranged in the serial number, like marks obtained by 10 students may be arranged either in serial number like 1 2 3 4 5 6 10 9 10, or in order to according to their roll number. So suppose he will write roll number then marks, and we will like make a table like this where we will write like roll number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and their marks 35 40, suppose 38 17, like this. So this will be called organized individual series, because here data is arranged properly according to the serial number or according to the roll number. Okay, now according to second one is according to order of magnitude, that is according to ascending order and descending order. If an individual observation can be arranged in order to magnitude, like ascending order and descending order. Arrangement raw data in ascending or descending order of magnitude known as array, and it is also known as arrays or arrays of the data or arraying of the figure. So marks, suppose here marks of 10 students can be presented either in ascending order or in descending order. Like if the data is here according to the serial number, if we arrange these data in ascending or descending order, like suppose here ascending order, here marks distribution of 10 students. Here I will write arranged in ascending order. I'm going to make a table of marks of 10 students. If the ascending order means lowest marks will be written first, 17, suppose 22, 25, 29, 35, 36, 38. Suppose I have suppose these are the marks of 10 student, that is in I can arrange it in ascending order, means first I will write lowest marks, then after the marks better than lowest marks, and gradually like this. Now that data can also be represented in a descending order, where highest marks will be on the top, then after second highest, then third highest, likewise the lowest marks will be on the bottom. So we can arrange and organize individual series in on the basis of two on the basis of two ways we can arrange raw data. First one according to the serial number or according to the roll number. Second one is according to magnitude or ascending order and descending order. Individual series makes the data relatively easier. However, if there are large number of observations, suppose here I give the example of 10 students, okay, that is easy to arrange these data in ascending order, descending order, in serial number also. But if you have large number of observation like 500 and 1000, then individual series become useless. Here in that case individual series become useless. In such cases discrete series and continuous series are used. You must remember that, student, that in small, if you have small number of observation like 10, 20, 25, then the individual series data can be arranged in individual series. But if it is if there are large number of observation like 500 and 1000, in that case individual series become useless, and in such cases discrete and continuous series distribution are used. Okay, then the observation or representation of data will be clearly understood. That more than, if there is more than 500 and 1000 observation, in that case individual series will be not useful, and again it will be very lengthy to represent this data. In that case discrete series and continuous series should be used. Now student, discrete series. Okay, discrete series, we can say that better way of presentation of data is to express it in the form of discrete series. So what is discrete series? Discrete series is that series where individual values differ from each other by definite amount. That is discrete series. In a discrete frequency distribution, various value of the variable are shown along with corresponding frequencies. For a discrete variable, the classification of its data known as frequency arrow. The discrete variables takes a definite integral value, not fractional value. You must remember here. Discrete variable takes definite definite integral value not fractional value. Fractional values will not be taken into discrete series. Fractional value will be considered into individual series. So we have frequency that's corresponding to each integral value. Okay. Now how we can construct discrete series or discrete frequency distribution. One method is of using tally marks. With the use of tally marks, we can classify data or arrange the data. That I will discuss in my next video.